Good morning. I know I've been on hiatus. Had to recover. Hopefully your weekend went well. All right. So, I'm not sure which way I want to start this. Maybe I'll just start with the latter of all of it. So, again, we're going to say this a gazillion times because I guess trusting ourselves is something we have a very difficult time with. And even I still struggle with this at times because sometimes I feel like, what if the information I got is incorrect? I don't want to give people the wrong information, or I don't want to make the wrong decision. And understand, we all have our doubts. We all go through the shit that we go through. So you have to try to get past that. And Spirit's asking you like a lot. That it is at this point in time you have to trust your inner guidance. It's not a time to be swayed by other people's influences or opinions. So yeah, you can take it like a grain of salt, you hear it, whatever. But ultimately, Spirit wants you to trust yourself because this is not a time for you to allow other people to influence your decisions on whatever it is you have going on, whether it's professional, relationship, anything else, whatever you have going on. Spirit doesn't want you to be swayed by other people's opinions. Okay? And they want you to be who you are, not be conformative to the point of constantly having to wear a mask. And as we grow up, we all develop personas to fit into certain situations. Like we have our work persona, we have the person who goes out and is a social butterfly, and then you have your true self. Spirit's calling for you to be who you truly are because that's the only way that you're going to be able to accomplish this. And if you keep allowing people to get in your head and make your choices and intervene in any way of what you're trying to do, it's going to cause delays and stagnancy because you're not being authentically you, so you're allowing other people to make your life choices. So Spirit is truly calling for you to try to go and meditate, reconnect with nature, anything you need to do, because even in solitude, this is the best way to do it, when you're quiet. And if you are stressed out by yourself, go hang out with friends for a little while. Take a time out. But you have to reconnect with who you are so that you can see what's coming. Because Spirit is saying that you're able to see it. You already know what's happening and you're being stubborn. And Spirit wants you to stop being stubborn, because being in your stubbornness, it's like you're trying to be right all the time, and you don't need to be right all the time. You don't need to do that. You rather be happy than to be right. So allow things to happen. You can see what's happening in the future. Spirit's telling me that you can see what's going on, but you have to be able to quiet your mind and truly trust yourself. So this is a time to kind of do things by the book and stop being rebellious about every motherfucking thing, because I'm one of those people that rules don't work for me. Just never have, never will. But Spirit wants you to look at it differently and try to do things in the proper order, in the correct manner, and allow things to happen the way they're supposed to happen. And stop being so difficult and just anti this and anti that, and try to understand that there is a process and there is a reason for that process. And in doing that, you'll be able to kind of fall into line a little bit better. But Spirit's asking you at this moment in time to kind of cross all your eyes, or cross your T's, dot your I's, and just really follow through on what you have going on right now. So yes, please focus on that. And if this is a project, or if this is a home situation, or any other kind of situation, please, sorry, my alarm. There's people that are coming into your gravitational pull. They're coming into your area and they're here to help you. But you, again, you have to get out of your stubbornness and understand that there's always a process to how things work. And you have to be able to trust yourself in order to be successful, and understand that you are able to do everything by yourself. I'm sure you can, but it's exhausting. It's taking a toll on your body. It's taking a toll on your mind. And you need to give yourself a break and be able to allow other people to work. Because as I said, everything is synchronicity. Things fall into place. People come and they're meant to help you. So you have to allow these things to occur. All right? And, oh, that's a whole nother situation. Your health, again, if you've been overdoing, smoking, drinking, partying, whatever it is, Spirit wants you to kind of chill out, take a rest, take a time out, reconnect, go get a physical if you haven't gotten a physical. Whatever it is that you do to maintain your health and make sure you're good, drink extra water, take in more fruits, more vegetables, the usual crap, take some vitamins, whatever it is for you, but please make sure you're doing what's best for your insides, because you're not going to have the strength to do everything else. Now, all right, Spirit wants you to focus on you, and I feel like this is more like a work situation. And they want you to focus on what you bring to the table, what you have to offer as a person, even if it's in a relationship. I don't know your situation. I'm just going off of what I see here. And focus on what you have to offer, your uniqueness. What do you bring to the table that's different from what everyone else has? We all have something. So try to focus on that, because it looks like whatever you have going on needs a different perspective, needs a different outlook. And in order to do that, sometimes it is taking a step back. Sometimes it's hanging out with friends. Sometimes it's collaborating with other people to get ideas flowing. But you need to be able to meditate and sit with yourself and start trusting yourself, because these people that are coming in, they're supposed to help you, but at the same time, you have to know who's there to truly benefit you and help you to get to the next level, and who's going to sit there and try to hinder you and tell you you ain't shit or you're not going to make it. And I feel like that's why Spirit's trying to tell you to trust yourself, that you know what's capable of happening, that they've already shown you in your dreams. In some aspect, you know what's coming. But you really have to sit with yourself and see how these people make you feel, and trust your gut feelings. If you feel like they're trying to play you, if you feel like, damn, this isn't sitting right with me, trust that feeling, because they're probably not doing things in your highest good. They're not doing it for your best interest. There's, sad to say, we have friends that aren't really friends, and we have enemies. So just be careful. But please, Spirit wants you to truly trust on you and what you're capable of doing. Believe that you're capable of doing the great things that you can do, Because Spirit's saying, you know who you really are. And as I said, we develop personas throughout our life. Sometimes it's just to survive our life. But Spirit wants you to understand that that is not you. Those are personas you created to survive. And now is the time to kind of start shedding those layers, because as long as you keep living in these personas and living for other people and living your life as they perceive you or as they want you to live it. Sup, sis, how you doing? I'm fucking tired. But Spirit says you know who you truly are. And in knowing who you truly are means you don't have to pretend to be all these people that you needed to be growing up to survive the fucked up life that you had, or the abuses you encountered, or the traumas. It's time to release all of these things in order to come forward and represent what you want and who you are. Girl, brr, it's fucking cold out here. So please do that. And I know it might feel like you're a rock bottom. Girl, it's fucking cold, I know. I know you feel like it's rock bottom, but it's for a reason. Okay, if you're this far, if you feel like you're that low, it's for a reason. It's causing you to reassess what you have going on, reassess your life, reassess your goals, your morals, your values, your foundations. Reassess all of these things and be true to who you are, because once we hit rock bottom, there's nowhere else to go but up. And at that point is usually why spirit breaks us down to that point, because we're so oblivious and we're refusing to see or understand. So if you're at rock bottom right now, understand you're only going up from there, but you have to truly be able to start trusting yourself and being who you are and not being influenced by all these other people, especially if they're not healthy or helpful to your life, you know. And I know sometimes it's hard, especially when you grow up in a place and everybody knows everybody's business and everybody's always expected you to be a certain type of way. You don't live for those people. You live for you. They don't pay your bills. They don't do shit for you. So fuck what they think of you. It does not matter. It is not fucking important, and it is not relevant in any fucking way to what you have going on, to your destination, to your dreams, to your goals. It doesn't matter. You do what is best for fucking you, and stop worrying about how you look in other people's eyes, because it doesn't matter. You know what you have to offer. You know what you bring to the fucking table. Whether it's in a relationship, partner, business, whatever the fuck it is, understand you have something to offer that nobody else can offer. And you need to sit confident with the fact that you have that to offer. Because if you're not confident in yourself, no one else is going to be confident in you. So you have to be confident in you and know your fucking worth. So even if it's business dealings, relationship, you're like, no, I'm worth the time. I'm worth the money. I'm worth all of these things. And don't be afraid to walk away. Don't be afraid to walk away, because in walking away, one door closes and another one opens. And as I see this, it's like you're going from darkness to light. So don't be afraid to walk through those doors, and don't be afraid to close any fucking doors. Especially if you don't feel that you're being valued, if you don't feel like you're being noticed the way you need to be noticed. Because sometimes it takes you walking away and closing a door on somebody or a situation, job, whatever it is, for them to realize how much they really need you. So do what you need to do, but trust in yourself, okay? And the situation that's happening, we're gonna go into the last one. I hate going into home shit. All right, so this situation that you have going on, again, business, relationship, whatever it is, it's calling for adaptability and innovation. You have to be creative. You have to be able to step out of the box and find a new way of approaching these things. And it's hard when you're dealing with drama and you're dealing with conflict and chaos, and you're not trusting yourself to be creative because you're feeling stuck and you're bound and you're wrapped up in your head. You have to go into solitude for a little bit and just kind of take a break or hang out with friends, whatever is going to make you feel better. And maybe you'll get a spark, something that's going to trigger the creativity to come out. But this is really asking you to be innovative right now. Like, you really have to approach this from another direction, from another perspective. So figure out why you're stuck. Try to understand what it is that you're stuck on and what you're trying to do. And maybe you know someone that can offer you a fresh perspective. Maybe you know someone that's full of great ideas or always has a different twist that can help you. Don't be afraid to reach out to people and ask for help, because in asking for help, you're showing that you trust and value their opinion. So request it. And if it doesn't fit what you're trying to do, then, appreciate it and be like, all right, that's not the route I'm trying to go. But you never know what's going to trigger anything inside you until you actually open up and allow people in to help you. Okay, now the drama that you have going on at motherfucking home, at work, wherever the shit's coming from, I don't know, but it's looking more like home drama. Alright, understand you are in control of your feelings. You are in control of your mind. You are in control of your physical actions. Hey, my love, how are you? So, and understanding that you control all of these things. No matter how bad a situation is, no matter how emotionally charged it is, meaning where if you're ready to flip the fuck out and put hands on somebody, pause, because it's requiring you to actually look at the consequences of those actions. Thank you. I was trying not to fuck with my hair too much because I gotta straighten it later. So, sorry. Fucking ADD, man. Alright. So understand, you need to look at the consequences of what can go wrong, how it's going to hinder the rest of your fucking life. Okay? It could be good or bad, whatever. But ultimately, just because somebody's acting in a certain manner doesn't mean you have to respond to that. Okay? And if you do respond in... Don't go to their level. Just don't stoop to their level and do the stupid shit that they're doing to you. You know? Be mature. If you can walk away, walk away. You know, if they're violating you, to each his own. Just know there's consequences to your actions. So don't do shit that you're going to regret in the long term. I.e. prison, parole, record for the rest of your fucking life. Things like that, try to stay away from. And if it is a relationship or home situation, you know, sometimes it's important to understand that, like I said, we all had different personas. We all grew up with different coping mechanisms. Excuse me. We all grew up with different coping mechanisms. And we learned how to deal with things differently. You know, especially if you come from a toxic place, a toxic environment, then your coping isn't going to be the same as someone who had a more loving and supportive family. Okay, so if you're dealing with people like this, understand that everyone has a different background. Everyone has different ways to deal with things. And if you never took the time out to understand why they were broken or why they deal with things the way they do, this would be a good time to avoid and minimize the effects of whatever the fuck's going on at home. Okay, but it's important for you to try to avoid the drama, because there's so much drama, so much chaos and conflict. And understand if this is like a breakup or something that's coming to an end, or work, whatever the fuck it is that's happening, it's necessary, because in the drama and in being at rock bottom and everything falling apart and being kind of destroyed, it gives you an opportunity to reassess and restart and basically start fresh. You know, you're starting on a clean slate. So Spirit wants you to go about it this time the right way. You know, take it step by step. Get the information that you need. Study what you need to study. Whatever it is that you have going on, Spirit wants you to really just go at it, you know, in the appropriate manner. Okay? Because that's the only way that you're going to get out of this. And you have to trust your intuition when you're dealing with these types of people or these situations, because it feels like Spirit gives you the warnings, they give you the red signs, they're giving you all of these things, and you're not paying attention to them. So it's causing discord inside you, and you know that it's causing discord inside you because you can feel it draining you, but you're allowing it to continue. So if it's something that needs to end, allow it to end so that you can move forward, because you have a miracle that's like right there. But since you're kind of stuck, Spirit wants you to release, like give in completely to healing, give in completely to everything that's going on, so that you can heal from it and move past it. But if you're still holding on to it right now and you're not fucking you're just grasping, you're holding on for dear life, you can't. You have to let it go. At some point, you just let it go, because that's when everything falls into place. Like I said, everything's synchronicity. All right? And you have to be able to surrender this, because drama is not going to benefit anyone. And learning to stay centered and coming back, taking a few breaths, amazingly, it fucking works. Take a few breaths, step back, assess, whatever it is, just try not to be in the beef. Try not to be doing all this drama with people, okay? Because it's not necessary. You know who you are. You know what you stand for. And that's it. But you have to be true to you and stop trying to... stop trying to please everyone else. Stop trying to play a role that everyone else wants you to play. You know, like I said, we're all like puzzle pieces. The people you're meant to be around, you won't have to put up a fake front. You won't have to pretend to be someone you're not. And you won't have to force yourself to fit into their puzzle, okay? We all have our own. So be who the fuck you are, and the right people will gravitate towards you. But as long as you keep wearing these masks and not being who you are, you're going to keep having issues, and it's going to keep getting blocked. And you're not allowing yourself to get the assistance you need. So if this is business and you are in competition, or you're doing whatever the fuck it is that you're doing, don't compare yourself to those people. Allow those people to help you, because maybe they have more experience, maybe they have more knowledge in a certain area. So if it is business, please don't compare yourself to them because you bring something unique to the table. Allow them to help you. Allow them to give you their knowledge. Share their wisdom with you. Use it to your advantage. Pick people's brains, get the information that you need. And be respectful, okay? Always be respectful of people and appreciative of them. Because not everyone has your best interest, but not everyone's out here to fucking hurt you either, okay? Exactly. I'm gonna be who the fuck I am too. And that's how it's supposed to be, fuck what everybody else feels or thinks. But when you're sitting there and you're constantly comparing your skills to someone else's, and you're like, damn, well, they do it better, or they've been doing it longer, or whatever it is. Yes, maybe it's true. But how long have you been doing this? How long have they been doing this? Do they have more experience? Do they have an actual degree? Like, look at the different aspects, because we all come from different backgrounds. We all come from different struggles. So the way we got to this place, maybe they had a straight path and their shit was easy. Maybe we went through all types of hell to get to where the fuck we are right now. Don't belittle yourself, okay? Don't belittle yourself, because you have the skills, you have what you need, and Spirit's waiting to give you that miracle that you're waiting for. And if it is a relationship, approach it in a creative manner, because now is the time to kind of make amends and deal with the people that you need to deal with so that you can make all of these things happen. But you need to know who you are in order for these things to occur. And if you're lost in the sauce, then you got to meditate. You got to be by yourself. You got to take a time out and chill. Okay? Because Spirit's already showing me, like, you're able to see. So find out what it is that's keeping you bound. Find out why you feel insecure, why you feel the need to compare yourself, or why you feel like you're blocked. Whatever it is, ask the questions. Ask the questions so that you can get the answers, so that you can move past whatever is going on right now. But please, 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 drama's not worth it. Drama's not worth it. I'm telling you, it is not worth it. And especially in the business place, because that shit can go all the way left. But in dealing with these things creatively, like your home situation, if you deal with it in a creative manner, you will have a successful outcome. So sometimes it's just a different approach. Learn the person you're dealing with, talk to them, have conversations, and just approach it differently. If you do shit like half-assed or scared, try to be more confident in your actions and be like, all right, I'm gonna do this. If you have friends in common with the person you're dealing with, try to get information and see what interests them in a way to find out how to get back to it. But ultimately, like, Spirit wants you to be you. Drop the bullshit. Stop pretending. Just stop. Because all these personas and all these roles that you're trying to fill are going to leave you fucking exhausted. You're not going to be who you need to be for you to get what you need done, because you're too busy being this to that person, this to that person, this to this person. And where are you? Where are you? And in your heart who you are. And that is who you're meant to be. Not everybody else. Not what everyone else wants you to be. Okay? So please keep that in mind. And always focus on who you are. The core of you, not what people want and not what people see or what you show them. It's okay to change. It's okay to be different. And if you lose people, you're losing people that are not ready to change. They're not ready to be on your vibration. So allow it to happen and stop being so afraid. If you change course, you change course. And if shit's not going well, then guess what? You can shift again. It's like GPS. You take a wrong turn, they're going to redirect your ass. And then you make another turn and you're back on course. Life is the same exact way. So please look at it as, okay, I can make this decision. And if it doesn't go well, then as you're going down the path, you're going to course correct. And you'll be like, oh, because sometimes we don't know all the information and we can't see everything that's miles down the road. So obviously we have to keep driving. We keep going down the road. And as we go down the road, if it comes to an end, then we know we have to go left or right, or we have to do whatever it is. The closer we get, the more information we have. And if you're not taking the steps to go down that road, you're never going to know. So please proceed and understand that you always have the option to course correct. You always have the option to change and do something different. So don't be afraid of making a bad choice. There's never a bad choice. It's just a different learning experience. Okay? So again, GPS, course correction. Okay, it's always an option. So don't hold back. Don't hold back who you are, and don't be afraid of what's coming, because you can see down the road. You just have to go within and trust yourself and truly believe, because Spirit wants you to understand that any decision you make is going to be beneficial to you. Okay? Even if it's not the best experience, it's going to teach you something. But you always have the choice to walk away. You always have the choice to fix whatever's happening, okay? So don't feel like you're stuck because you're not stuck. And as I said, the door that's closed, there's another one that's opening. So allow the shit to close, because there's a miracle that's literally right there, but you have to release. And the only way that's going to happen is by taking that step, the scary step that everybody's afraid to take, and because no one knows what's going to happen past that. So yeah, that's where we're at. I hope this message resonates with you guys. I love you. Thank you all so much for the birthday wishes. I really appreciated it, and all the gifts from family and friends. I love you guys. I hope you have an awesome week, rest of your week. Bye.